One of the things I'm just admiring about the new Lions regime, Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell, especially ownership, though, is their willingness to make changes. And they just did it again. They made a great decision. And so we'll break it down because remember Sheila, when she came in, one of the first things she did, she fired middle of the season Patricia and Bob Quinn, was like, thank you. Loved it. And ever since then, they continue to make improvements, continue to make the right moves. And I talked about another video, even the personal side. They want to get personal with their players, and they treat them like family, but they're also not able to allow that to blind them from the fact that, hey, we need to get better. Jamal Williams, hey, love you, want to have you back, but see ya. There's DJ Chark, hey, you know you're okay, but you're not great, see ya, we're not going to pay you. So it's just like really good stuff. So this is off of the field. Now remember, and I'll explain the decision we just made. Remember the NFLPA did a anonymous report card of all 32 teams, and what this was meant to do was to allow kind of some transparency for upcoming free agents to know kind of what they're getting themselves into at different uh, NFL teams. So they went through some key categories, and you can see them right here: treatment, food service, weight room, strength coaches, training staff, locker room, team travel. And the point of this was, hey, outside of the X's and O's and how you fit as a team, what about the other stuff, right? Travel, locker room, how do they treat your family? Those sorts of things. And remember, the Lions came in 15th, pretty much generally positive reviews, but they had two things that they needed to improve. And the Detroit Lions have gone out and improved these significantly right away, right early part of the offseason. Now, here's the big one. 90% of the recipients of the survey believe that ownership is willing to invest money to upgrade the facilities and make changes. So you talked about they want to move the training camp from Allen Park. They're talking about, we think we're probably just going to move that thing and just build a brand new facility for the Lions. So there's that. Not only that, but they're just going to make changes. So here's where the Lions were not good: food service and nutrition, and the training room. Okay, so we can look at it real quick. Treatment of families, B, awesome. Food service, players feel that there's not a lot of food options available. They gave them food, but there's just not enough room for everybody in the cafeteria. So a D minus when it comes to the food. Weight room, B plus, awesome. Strength coaches, love them, A. And then training room, they just felt there's some things that we wish we would have. Not enough cold, hot tub space, some sauna. We don't have a steam room. We're only 4 teams with a steam room. I get it. First world problems here, right? But the point is, hey, there's some things that we'd like that we're not really getting when it comes to, the training room, training staff, B plus, locker room, team travel. So remember the Lions, what they did. And I'll get to the most recent move, but remember they hired Brett Fisher from the Cardinals. Brett Fisher worked for the Cardinals for the past 15 years, serving as the staff physical therapist through his private consulting firm. Now he's on staff with the Lions to be the director of player health and performance. So that is all encompassing, but one of the things he's going to be doing is nutrition. Talked about that, right? That was one of the areas that they had trouble: nutrition, food service and nutrition, and you'd think the training room. So the Lions just did that. They upgraded. Detroit Lions hired new athletic trainer for the 2023 season. So what they did was Michael Sundin is now their new head athletic trainer. Boom, making changes. Exactly what they said was not great. We're going to make some changes. So he replaces Kevin Baston, who was here 2014 to 2019. So he wasn't a Dan Campbell, Brad Holmes guy originally. Was gone in 2020, back in 21, 22. And it just says here, right? Like I'm no head athletic trainer expert, so I can't say that I know exactly what's going on with these guys. But Baston they're just moving on from him. Something's going on. They're making a change. Now Sundin is great because he was an athletic training assistant for the Denver Broncos basically for the past decade. So this is his chance to be the guy, go forward. And the big point here is that the Lions are making changes because look at this. The Lions were the sixth most injured team in 2022, third most in 2021. It felt like we were by far the most injured in 2021, but fine, third. We get injured a lot, and it just always seems that way, but it definitely the last couple of years have felt that way. So it says right here, The Lions have made a big effort. Brent Fisher, the director of player health and performance, who was a well-respected physical therapist consultant prior to the move. Also, right here, prior to Detroit's on it as well. Food service nutrition and training, D minus D plus. Rod Wood said that last week at the owners' meeting that they knew of these deficiencies from internal survey, and Fisher's hire was a reflection of efforts to turn around those departments. He said the areas I think we need to do better on were identified in the dining room support and the overall training room and the training approach. We were proactively already addressing these even before the Players Association survey came out. So I like to dog on Rod Wood just because I'm like, what is he doing? But this is his job. This is exactly what Rod Wood is supposed to be doing. He's supposed to be taking care of all the other stuff. And this is that other stuff that Rod Wood does. So it's like, dude, come on. And he's doing it, but he's doing it. So the Lions continue to make changes. That was a great decision. Let's knock out the two areas that we fell short thanks to a survey that was done directly by the players. This is some things that we'd like to have done better. And by the way, the Lions did everything else pretty well. So it's just I don't want to be drinking the Kool-Aid. Just, let me know in the comments, am I drinking too much Kool-Aid? I don't want to drink too much Kool-Aid, but it's just like, man, everything seems to be trending in the right direction. You find things that need to be worked on, work on them, make right moves. We all know about the free agency and, picking up the draft and all those stuff and what we're doing on the field. But this is a whole other stuff, right? This is a whole other thing that the Lions that we kind of forget about. They're doing well in that as well and making changes and making improvements. And this latest decision proves that. They're not just sticking with the same old things. We got a problem. Let's fix it. Let's get somebody new in there. Really love that. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Again, not trying to drink too much Kool-Aid, not trying to give them too much props when we don't need to. But what else can you say other than good move? Good move, Lions. I love it. I'm glad to see that we're making improvements in areas where we are deficient. Okay, with that being said, draft is coming up a month away. Craig and I are going to be all over it. We'll probably go live for it. We're going to be just all over the place. So make sure, if you're not already a member, become a member. We reply to priority comments on that and just hang with us, support the channel. Really appreciate that. Other thing, make sure you comment on videos. We don't respond to every single one of them, but we read them all, and we really learn a lot from you guys. So keep those coming. We absolutely love that. And last thing, make sure you subscribe. Subscribing right here just means you get our latest videos. So as they come out, they'll be popped up to you latest. We put a video out once a day-ish, and put a video out every day. So especially now this time of year as the draft is coming up. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see all of you on the next one.